Buongiorno, buonasera, benvenuti amici, welcome my friends. My name is Vincenzo and welcome to my channel, Fountain Pen Therapy. Well, this is a follow-up on another review, and perhaps I forget the order that I've published it in, but I believe that my last video was the Abhimanyu Grand, and now I'm going to be looking at the Abhimanyu compact size or the regular size. And like its big brother, if you will, very nice pen. I think I have no regrets. Beautiful design, great built, handmade as usual from Ranga Pens, one of my favorite pen companies. They've been there for a long time and they will continue to be there. So congratulations again, Ranga. You've made me happy once again. So without any further ado, let's go to my overhead camera and we will begin. Well, folks, we're back, and we're back with the pen, and here it is. This is the Abhimanyu standard compact size. Isn't that wonderful? I think it's beautiful. I really do. I really like this model, by the way. For those of you who've seen the review of the Abhimanyu Grand or Giant, you know that I like the design in this pen. And you know what? The smaller compact, I hesitated because I felt it would be a little too small for my taste, but I liked the model so much that you know what, I said I'm going to go for it. And what I thought I'd do this time, rather than go for some of those less than premium ebonites that Ranga has, I said I'm going to go with one of their premium ebonites. I did try it on my Samurai, my Ranga Samurai or Giant Samurai. I really liked the ebonite that was there. And look at this. This is, I believe, is called redwood. Isn't that beautiful? So just like the Giant, conical tips. You could see that in between here, there's a little bit of an indentation from both sides. So it kind of creates that middle portion. It's almost like having a trimming without having a trimming. Ingenious, yeah, and it's a clipless. It's got no trimmings at all. Okay, very, very nice. In terms of the interior, here it is. What I find nice about this pen, look at the shape it has. It's a little thicker here, then it slims down to that conical finial. Even the step down here into the screwing rings here is very nice. By the way, these are smooth. They don't interfere with writing. Nice long stem here, and then there's a flare up leading to your nib so that your fingers don't slip down. Very, very nicely designed in my view. Very, very nice. Isn't that? I think so. The nibs, there it is. That's my Yowo gold plated, but it's a steel nib. And it's a 1.1 stub, as you all know, I like stubs. There's the plastic feed. Like its Giant brother, it's meant to be either a converter or you can see how many rings there are, so you'll never have pen leak there. It's already been greased. That's the nice converter, by the way, not a cheap one, a very nice converter. And you can eyedrop it if you wish. And you can see from the total amount of that it's nice and snug. Not a problem there. So there you have it. That's the pen. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is. Very, very nice. I'm happy with it. Now, in terms of its size, we'll get a size comparison. I mean, look, it's comfortable. I think it's a little small. I like hefty and longer pens, but you know what I noticed is with the smaller pens, I kind of adapt and my writing becomes smaller, and sometimes I need to write a little bit smaller, and when I do, I take out some of the smaller pens like this one. So you know what, it comes in handy. And that brings me to let's do a size comparison just to give. Okay. So in terms of a pen comparison, I've got here a series of Ranga pens that I'm comparing them to. And I've added a standard Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero, not the Grande, just a regular sized one. And you can see that my Abhimanyu is smaller, certainly smaller than these giants, but these are giants. I just put them there to show off. Frankly, I love these pens. These 4 Ranga giants here, the Splendor, the Model 5s, and the Giant Samurai. That's the Abhimanyu. That's the Leonardo Momento Zero. This is a Monterey model that I believe is exclusive to Peyton Street Pens. It'll be down in the description. They carry a lot of Ranga pens, and sometimes they carry exclusive models. So if you're interested in Ranga, that's a place to look for them. I believe then that I've got the 3C, the 3, the 4, the 4C, the 4N, and the 8B. So you can see the various sizes here, and you could see that my Abhimanyu, the standard one, is amongst the smaller. It's just a little bit smaller than my Monterey, but significantly smaller than my Leonardo Momento Zero. So there you have it for a pen comparison. Okay, we're back. So the ink I will be using for this particular writing sample is the Leonardo Officina Italiana di Taurasi Vino. And you can tell the color, I think, is a nice complement, if you will, to this pen. So this is why I thought of getting this one. It's not a shimmering ink. There's some shading in this ink, I think. A very nice ink. All the Leonardo inks are very nice bottle, very large size. So this lasts me quite a bit of time. So again, tips off to Leonardo. Nice product. In terms of the journal that we're using, again, we'll be using the same journal I used for my Abhimanyu Grand. It's the Wonderland 222 Tomoe River paper notebook, a beautiful alternative to Obonichi. You'll find it in the Etsy store. The only drawback about these notebooks is sometimes the shipping, depending on where you are in the world, may cost you a little more than what you're prepared to pay. But at the end of the day, so does Obonichi. By the time it gets over to you from Japan or even from Amazon, the shipping fees are, or the price is included, and it's priced accordingly. So let's open this up. There we go. And as you can see, this notebook, it's a grid. It has bullet journaling numbers, and it's a freestyle, so you can put whatever date you want. So that's why I say it's a great alternative to Obonichi. It's got the same beautiful 58 GMS Tomoe River paper. Okay, so let's see what this. Oh, by the way, does it post? It posts, but again, it's kind of wobbly. I'm not sure it's meant to be posted, frankly. And I'd rather not. I'm not a big fan of posting pens. So let's try this. Okay, I'm getting my camera having difficulty focusing. Okay, so the pen, beautiful ink, is the Ranga Abhimanyu. And it's the compact size, if you will, and this is the ebonite version. They have them in resin as well. As far as the nib is concerned, this is a Yo gold steel 1.1 stub. I don't know if you could see this, but this ink is just perfect for this pen in terms of color anyway. And it's got a nice wet feel to it. The nib is very, look at that, beautifully wet and constant and smooth. The line variation is there. Nice wet ink. It thus gives you the control that you need with no hard starting at all anywhere you use it. Is it constant? I believe it is. Sorry for the wobbly line, but this demonstrates how constant the pen writes. So very, 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 very nice. So the nib, I would say, is wet, smooth, and constant. In terms of the rating, let's I've been adapting my rating system, and I sometimes believe that one should distinguish between design, the build quality, the nib, and the value, and whether I would use it as a go-to pen. In terms of the design, I mean, I'm in love with this design. I hesitated to buy it, and I really don't know why I did. I think the design is very original, and therefore I give it a 9.8. In terms of the build, like all Ranga pens, they are built very nicely. They're handmade, and good for you, Ranga. 9.8 as far as I'm concerned. The nib, this one is very smooth. You know, in the last one, I had a little bit of feedback, and I had to adjust it. But, you know, in my last couple of purchases, the nibs just worked fine, just like this one. Very, very nice. So, in this one here, I would give it a 9.8 as well. Very smooth. Got nothing to say about this nib. Value, 10 on 10. I can't give Ranga less than 10 on 10 based on the price that these pens go for and the effort that goes into making them. There's just, and the materials they use, it's a 10 on 10 for me. Go to, absolutely, 10 on 10. There you have it. So that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy your pens. Enjoy your fountain pen therapy. Thank you.